Everyone is different. We all have different interests. We all react to things differently. We all handle situations differently. Some of us are mild-mannered, some are quick-tempered. Some of us live in reality, others choose to live in the land of identification. It's Saturday, the day set aside to identify as a Bud Light hangover past the preparation H. Some of us can handle the booze. For others, it can be a struggle. Me personally, I know I cannot handle vodka. I can sip on bourbon all night long and maintain control. You give me 1 or 2 shots of vodka, I'm blacking out. I am completely out of control, which is why I haven't drank vodka since I was 19 years old. Some of us have thick skin, others are easily offended. If you're one of those who are easily offended, if you're someone who is triggered by harmful jokes from a comedian, why would you go to a comedy show? If you're a Lizzo and you know a comedian is fat-phobic, why would you put yourself through that experience? Why would you set yourself up for public humiliation? You know, as soon as you bend over and your full moon is in the air, you're going to get made fun of. Why would you do that to yourself? Most of us normal people wouldn't. But you see, normal people, we are not looking for attention. We're not seeking validation. We are not pleading with people to feel sorry for us. I know it's hard for normal people to understand, but these are all the desires of a shitfuck. They need attention like you need air. Their need for validation is almost as strong as their need for the supersized Frank. How many of you guys are familiar with Chrissie Mayr? Not to be confused with Chrissy Cuomo. Hey, it's me, Chrissy C. And I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but Chrissy, she is a stand-up comedian. Or as deacons at Woke United Methodist would say, Chrissy is a criminal. I had never heard of her before, and yes, I am using proper pronouns here. I checked her social media. Chrissy does not list the pronouns that she prefers, which means she's an actual woman. There's no need for clarification. Now, I had never heard of her before, so I did a little bit of research into her background this morning. I wanted to know what type of comedian she was. I mean, if we are paying to attend her show, we want to know what to expect, right? It took me about 5 minutes to realize Chrissie Mayr is a normal person. I found tweets where she denounced the fine art of Fauci fucking. I saw photos of her insinuating that she is a believer in the Second Amendment. Oh, that amendment, it's so triggering! Why does she want pleasure from a gun? Doesn't she understand she can receive better pleasure from the cucumber? I saw footage of her appearing on Newsmax and on Tim Pool's channel here on YouTube. Both of those platforms target normal people. With the evidence that I was able to gather in 5 minutes, I think we can safely come to the conclusion that Chrissie Mayr is a normal person. With that being the case, how do you think she feels about Dylan Mulvaney? Hey, it's me, Bobby D! How do you think she feels about Trey and Dan? During her comedy routine, do you think she is sympathetic to their struggle? Do you think she avoids jokes about chopping the cucumber? Or do you think she writes jokes with the intent to make normal people laugh while also triggering those who bid farewell to their wanker? Last weekend, Chrissie Mayr was performing at a comedy club in Dallas. While talking about Dylan Mulvaney, she asked what I thought was a reasonable question. Bobby D has been bragging about making it a full 365 days as a woke woman. It's my birthday. I'm finally turning 1. Come celebrate with me, Bobby D. Chrissie Mayr asked a reasonable question. How come it's been a full year and the Hooters are still sitting in your oak tree instead of sitting on your chest? During the set, a member of the audience spoke out. As it turns out, he is a professional eye tester. He received his doctorate in gender identification from South Park Elementary School. No biologist needed. This man can properly confirm gender simply by taking a look at a birthing person. He takes one quick glance at Dylan Mulvaney and reveals the gender results to the audience. This immediately triggers a group of giants in the back of the room. I'm not sure why this group of people was there. They must have gotten the address wrong. They entered the address to the Shaggin' Dragon, which offers unlimited refills at the buffet on Friday nights. Cucumber, squash, Franks, ooh, feed my buns and fill my tank. This group must have been incredibly confused and horrified when their GPS led them straight to a gathering of normal people. What is with these people? How come they don't have purple hair? Where are the face tattoos? Why is that male birthing person wearing pants instead of a thong? Did you see this menu? There's no Bud Light. There's no lemonade fresh from Don's Lemons. Where the hell are we? When the professional eye tester provided his gender confirmation results for Dylan Mulvaney, it triggered convulsions in the back of the room. Some person, who I want to say goes by she/her pronouns, but I'm not entirely sure. This is where the eye test can be a bit faulty at times. There are special cases where it's difficult to confirm gender without a biologist. But someone in the back of the room screams, rejecting the results of the eye test. For a normal comedian, this is your dream. This is your opportunity to strike comedy gold. Watch what happened for yourself.
Why has it been a year of girlhood and still no tits? That's day one. Why no tits for Dylan? I don't understand.
Because he's a man.
Because he's a man. Yeah, he could go tomorrow. Uh-oh. We have one of those. I figured. No, it's all good. We can all have different beliefs. It's okay. Some of us can believe in reality and some of us can't. Coexist. Yeah, just like the real Princeton, I've let in some people I shouldn't have. I've let in some people because they were real athletic. You know what I mean? I saw potential. I let in some people just because they were Puerto Rican. They can't all be white, right? You have to see yourself represented in the pamphlet, sir. You can't, right? Because you see yourself coming here.
Fuck the transphobe!
Is that the best you can do? Oh my God, I'm so sad.
My God, I hope they didn't get on the same elevator. Most standard elevators only equip to hold 2 Lizzos at a time. You put 4 on there, I hope you have no intention on going up. And where was the hot girl at that table? You know how in high school and college, the hot girl always hung out with a couple of sea donkeys so she appeared to be hotter? Clearly not the case here. Now I'm going to tell you what I think happened. This is pure speculation on my part. I have plenty of inside sources spread throughout chapters of Woke United Methodist, but unfortunately, I don't have any sources in the Lizzo unit. I've tried to get someone in there, but most people are afraid they'll be identified as dinner. Pure speculation here. I think this group of women did this on purpose. They knew what type of comedian Chrissie Mayr was. You don't buy tickets to a comedy show without knowing who you're going to see. If I buy tickets to The View, well, in that case, the tickets would be free. I mean, who in the hell is going to spend their money for tickets to smell fresh flatulence? If I wanted to smell fresh flatulence, I could do that for free at home. Everyone prefers their own brand over someone else's, but roll with me here. If I were given free tickets to The View, I know what to expect. Toxic flatulence from the whoopee cushion, Sun hosting playing the role of the victim. Sometimes there will be an appearance from Joy Behar, who is getting so old, she is literally knocking on heaven's door. 2 unknown women who pretend to be normal. If I attend a taping of The View, I know what I'm getting myself into. You mean to tell me these women did not know about Chrissie Mayr? You mean to tell me they bought tickets having no idea what they were about to see? I ain't buying it. I'm trying to put myself in their large shoes here. If I have spanked my wanker raw, looking at pictures of the beauty of beauties, Rachel Levine, why would I spend my money and waste my time going to see Chrissie Mayr? Clearly, she's not my type. She's not the kind of woman I'm attracted to if I'm a wanker spanker. There is a shift going on right now in this country. For the last 3 years, normal people, we have felt ostracized. Normal people have felt like we were in the minority. The media has pushed this narrative that accepting the unacceptable has been normalized, but it hasn't. But the roles, I feel like the roles are starting to reverse. Now, the identifiers are coming to the realization that they are in the minority. There aren't large walkouts when a comedian makes a joke about Dylan Mulvaney. There's a lot of laughter, but no one's walking out. All these major corporations partnering with these so-called woke influencers, they are finally starting to feel the consequences. Normal people have had enough. Americans are patient. Americans are tolerant. But that patience, that tolerance, it has its limits. Once you push normal people too far, they start to push back. And when that resistance comes, it comes full force. Over the last few weeks, we have heard a lot about the decline of Bud Light. This is not a regional movement. Bud Light sales, they're not just declining in the South or the Midwest, the more conservative parts of the country. Bud Light sales are declining nationwide. The West Coast, possibly the wokest part of America, Bud Light sales out west down 18%. Tri-state area in the Northeast down 19%. People are tired of the bullshit. We have had enough. And it's not personal. This is not personal. It is nothing against Dylan Mulvaney personally or anyone else who wants to be transgender. If you want to transition or if you want to pretend to transition, fine. I don't think most people have a problem with it. The problem comes when the media tries to normalize it. When you want to be immune from criticism, immune from comedic jokes. When you want to silence anyone who doesn't agree with your lifestyle. I have a traditional relationship. Dylan Mulvaney doesn't live that way. That's fine. You live your life, I'll live mine. But don't force your lifestyle on kids. Don't silence me when I don't want to endorse it. But give me your thoughts. Chrissie Mayr makes a joke about Dylan Mulvaney, causing a trigger few to walk out and protest. Do you think we're starting to see a shift? It feels to me the resistance is growing. Maybe it's because I'm around it every day reading about it in the media, but you tell me. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.